Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Chicken with a Scythe and a Hat podcast. Episode 3 now. I'm joined by my lovely, lovely friend, one Jack Colbert,
Shut the
and today,
I
today we're going to be talking about a myriad of different topics. In fact, I had to bust out the recording just now to get a grab at what we were just now talking about. Jack,
We're so
can
cool.
you continue with whatever the hell it was that you were just saying? Because I don't remember.
Would you say that um
Hmm.
like God, I sound no, this is cringy now 'cause I can't like I okay.
No, no, no,
Would
you
you
can't.
say that
Uh-huh.
kids are addicted to technology now? But I don't like saying kids because I'm still like we're 18. But like let's say
I
or
mean,
let's not say kids. Would you say that like 9, like 10, 9,
sure.
8, maybe 8, 7 are like addicted to
I
texting, like phones, whatever, iPads, phone. Like the
I
funny. It's like,
feel
oh, there's the
like
iPad kid.
yeah,
He
no, no,
has
no, no, no.
fucking whatever. Like, yeah.
The gamer, I feel like it's definitely like a possibility. It's
Yeah.
something. It's less of yes, they are addicted, and more so that it's gone from an age of no, there's no way. Like people, they go outside, they do this. I,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a big potential for it now.
Like everyone's kind of addicted, I guess. I
Yeah,
mean, we are. Well, fucking. I mean, there's like,
we're
fucking funny
controlled.
30-year-old redditors. That is like,
Yeah.
that's all they do. Facebook, fucking old. Just all they do is they just
Yeah,
look at
yeah, yeah,
Facebook. But
yeah.
like, what do you think the cutoff was to where like you weren't like grown up on technology? Because I feel like I definitely
Do you think you were
had like
grown up on technology?
well, I mean, well, I wouldn't say like super young because it just keeps getting younger. I feel like every time that
Yeah, that's true.
it's
That's definitely
like there's
true.
like little fucking baby strollers and it's like I am on TikTok. It's crazy.
Yeah,
They're
no,
so
yeah,
small.
that's a good point.
They're not even talking yet. It's like
Just staring at a screen like,
that's their life. They don't even know what the
zombified.
fuck they're looking at. Little baby. That's the crazy shit. Okay, I can't get over this. Fucking, there's like those like the YouTube accounts that all they do is they push baby videos. We're like, what the fuck?
Okay,
How
okay,
how
that
could
is
you
some
possibly
actual
profit off
crazy
this
shit.
baby? Like I can't
Okay,
believe
that's
what guy
no,
was
no, no.
just
You're
like,
definitely
you know
right.
what? Nobody's tapping into babies. Fucking, nobody's tapped
I
into
know
babies.
what I'll do.
This is a gold mine. I need to get to those babies because those parents is working these
Okay,
shitty jobs. Like,
that's
fuck.
okay. That's the real mess of it all.
Just give him the baby video. I can't do it. This
There are
fucking
parents out there that are just like, I know what I'll feed my child. This like actually like brain melting material. It's like radioactive material
I can
that's fucking
see the rot in their
formulates
eyes.
on
Like I can
YouTube.
watch it. I can see it rotting. But they're just like,
It's horrible. Yeah.
just give him the fucking. He's like, well, here's your McDonald's Sprite and your iPad to watch baby milk
Just like,
video. And
"Ah!"
like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
They're just fucked. Like it's
Yeah,
like,
there's
oh, man,
nothing you can do
you
about
know?
that. Like that's your life. You're living
Yeah,
that. God, that's horrible.
it is pretty bad. Well, so it's like that's the thing. It's like what was that cutoff? Like I feel like I definitely got my dosage. It's and I'm still
Yeah.
like,
Well,
we're all up in it. But like I don't know how bad. Like it's like man, was that what I was like? Was I fucking like? Because I can't even really remember.
yeah.
Maybe that rot is because the reason I was so rotted. I can't even remember
A
the
result
fucking
of.
be like, just on that shit.
Well, I think, at least for me, in terms of like how much technology had a hold on my youth, I'm gonna release a very confidential story. It's not confidential at all, but I'll pretend it is.
Okay.
So my dad is I'd say he's kind of like the gamer, like trademarked. And he was born in like the late 70s, like early
Yeah.
80s, around there. And he, at least from my perspective, I'm pretty sure that his experiences with like all of that shit, like all of technology, were really, really weird almost, at least from his perspective. So when I was growing up, though, my dad still had that kind of like understanding of technology where he was in it a little bit. So the way that we would leeway this was he would play like MMOs and shit, right? Like he'd play video games on his like shitty Mac laptop or whatever back in whenever. And in order to get me to eat my dinner, my parents would be like, "Listen, your dad will play the video game and you can watch if you eat all your food." Like that was the circumstance. Was you have to like shovel down all of this food and then you can watch your dad play video games. And I was like, "Shit, say less." And then I'd eat all my chicken nuggets or whatever the fuck I was getting from wherever. But that was it. And that's like a really I feel like that's a really weird like situation. No?
Yeah, well, I don't know. So it's like for me, I just remember like not having, it's like I had a pretty interesting circumstance because I know there's a lot of people out there where they fucking, everything was guarded. They like
Yeah.
people were just so damn and still afraid. Where it's like they can't look at anything. They'd have the lockdowns of their shit. They'd be like, you can't go on this site.
Mhm.
You can't watch this on like TV. Like
Yeah.
like all this other shit. I didn't ever really have a lot of like, uh, you know, like restrictions on like what
Yeah.
of course they would just be like, don't be fucking stupid, don't click things, don't
Yeah.
I had my ideas on internet safety. I wasn't like fucking just a little, but at the same time I was a little baby idiot, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm still a kid. So with that, it's, I would just be like, I would click this and ooh, what is this? Just like eat up like whatever the fuck I was
Mhm.
looking at. And it's just you get everything. You get the fucking the whole banana, and that banana nasty. You get fucking like what the fuck is it? Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know what this
yeah,
is. Great. So because of that, it's like I had a really weird where you just kind of get like so much different shit. There's
yeah.
like
And I think that that especially has changed a lot over maybe like the past 10, 15 years. Like I was thinking the other day, I was thinking about all of these videos right now that are coming out on like YouTube where it's like scammer caught in HD, and the guy's like fucking like he's all like decrepit and hunched over. He's like,
yeah.
and they have that video. They have this video where the guy's like, yeah, I know you're a scammer and you're retarded, and the guy's like, I am not a scammer, I swear. And then and that's like every single video over and over again, and people love watching those. People love watching those videos of like scammers getting caught. 'Cause they're like, ah, fucking, you're stupid,
Oh, you
scammer.
stupid
We
bitch.
got you, we got you. We got you. And that's quote unquote scammer has been for the past like 10, 15 years just raking in cash from like the people in their like 60s to 80s.
That's so yeah.
So
Like
so
okay.
do you think based on that though? Do you think that we're in our when like 40, 50 years out, when we're in that age period?
Oh, we're fucked.
Do you think
Bro,
really?
like, okay, people only get better. Like, it's so crazy. Like, they're so damn, it's
Really?
like, and, I'll be, I'm stupid now. I can't even imagine how stupid I'm going to be at fucking 40. Oh my god, I'm just going to get
You
fucking
really think
eaten up.
so?
I'm going to eat that shit. I will, I trust people so easy. Like, it's so, I always am just like, oh, this guy,
I believe him.
he would never,
Yeah.
he would not.
Me
And then
no.
all my fucking my crypto virtual currency is zapped out of my brain,
Yeah.
and my fucking bank bot shoots me in the head in
You
fucking
just die
20,
instantly.
50. Like, I'm just done for. Like, I'm going to I know I'm gonna scan, and I'm gonna become one. So that's what I'm saying. Is like, I think that's just a constant. Where I remember being a kid. And I'll hear some from older person who's like, "You're just a fucking idiot kid," and be like, "Man,
Yeah.
you're so stupid. Why do they think that dumb bitch idiot? I mean, shut up."
I'm
And then
not
like,
stupid.
but like, I can already feel it's like I know I'm gonna be like 20, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, these damn kids."
Ah, the
But it's like,
youth. Ah.
so it's like I guess it's literally just like getting to that point. But it's like, for example, I
Uh-huh.
went to Colorado to see my aunt when I
Sure.
was visiting the campus, and she has a son who is like,
Hmm.
I don't know, like 8, 10,
Yeah.
9, 10, around that age. Fucking loves TikTok. He just eats that shit up. I mean, he just eats it for dinner. And like, but like that's everything. Like he would come and talk to me. He wasn't like a complete shut off fucking
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
He'd talk to people. He's extroverted, but like
Mhm.
he'd come up to me and be like, I don't fucking know. Like, do you think that who would win in a fight, Baldi or FNAF, guy?
He's
And
a
be like, bro,
genius.
yeah, and I'd be like, shit, man, I don't know. The FNAF guy's pretty strong, but Baldi, he's fucking got his ruler. But like, he's like super TikTok. He's watching a TikTok about FNAF and Baldi, and like as he's talking to me, he's doing the dances. He's like, "Do you think that Baldi?" Like, you can't see,
Dude,
but I'm
like
doing the fucking. I'm doing the whoa. He's like, "Yo, you Baldi."
okay,
Who do you think for that? He'd be doing TikTok dances, like talking to me, and be like,
that's
"Shit,
like
this is
actual
his life.
sociopathic.
This is his entire life." And I wonder if I go back and talk to myself like back then, that I'd be like fucking, I don't know what, like Jacksepticeye.
No,
And fucking,
there's no.
like,
Okay, that's like a special. I think
that's just kids. Like,
that's painted a whole different picture of like reality for me. Like that's
right.
it's like each generation is getting progressively worse, and I don't mean worse as in like oh they're fucking technology, yeah they're so cringe. Blah, 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 blah. I don't mean that. It's more like they're just becoming people are becoming such amalgamations. Like that's he was taking in he was both taking in every form of media possible and distributing every form of media possible in the form of
bro,
like seconds.
Who's that one? Like she was a YouTuber even like way back when, but she's popular again.
Like
I always see
Aphma?
her YouTube recommended. She's got like glasses, and she reacts to like TikToks, and that's her like thing. I don't know what her name is. Fuck. What is her name? It starts with like an S.
Oh, S like the SSS Sniper Wolf or whatever her name is.
Yes,
Yeah.
her. She, bro, like he would eat them. Oh my god, just watching Sniper.
Yeah.
Sniper. And I always see it, and it's like the same thumbnail.
Yeah.
And like some like girl with her ass out or something, something to catch your eye, and she'd be like, oh, like oh, I'm reacting, oh, and they just
that's
fucking. It's like they've gotten real good. So that's what I wonder. The other thing.
Yeah.
Is I overheard. I don't want to expose, but it's like okay. So let's like
come up random names.
To be like non-specific.
Sure.
Like I've come across situations where people, they will fucking like talk about their whatever. Like some kid will just like fucking. It's like oh yeah, this guy it's like he's like oh I'm friends with this like fucking this girl he's a nice girl.
Okay.
He's cool in our friend group. Oh wait, actually she's this 40-year-old man, and he has her house address and her credit card, and I don't know, I just gave her a message. She seemed like a nice girl, like I don't know how bad my like internet safety was when I was a kid, but I don't think I've ever came across
like something that extreme.
Like, so I wonder, were they just that bad? Were scammers that bad then?
Okay,
to where they weren't you had to be real fucking
stupid,
mad at it?
Yeah.
Or people are not getting taught that shit, because I feel like I hear all this shit. He's like, oh yeah, oh man, I'll just fucking and I can't. I don't want to be on my moral stand.
Yeah.
I've done some stupid shit on the internet. I will not.
Okay. I have a story. I have a story about doing stupid shit on the internet, which I won't. I'm gonna talk about something else first. So, in my extensive research into these like scam call people and all this stuff,
yeah,
you a lot of times you're like, dude, scammers, they're the hackers, they'll get you, they're geniuses, they're in the minds of the people, the populace. They're so fucking stupid, dude. These people are idiots. The scammers are retarded. They're stupid. Every single scam video is the scammer guy being like, yeah, we're with like Techco Industries, and then like a 70-year-old man is on the phone like, Techco? I ain't never heard of that. And then he's like, yeah, just put your credit card here. And the guy's like, I'm sold, woohoo! And like Goomba stomps out his window. Like that's every single one of those videos. It's like, yeah, we're gonna need you to recount your like, yeah, well, what exactly is the account you signed into Amazon with? And the guy's like, this JMB470 gmail.com. And it's like, okay, now what's the password? And the guy's like, password? You need a password? And you're like, no, don't do it, man. Don't do whatever you do. Don't do it. And he's like, yeah, it's a weird change to like the Amazon policies. We need your password as well. And the guy's like, I guess, and then it's over, and it's
It's
that every
crazy.
single
I mean,
time.
they just like cheap all that shit. Like they. I think because they try so much, it's like
Yeah,
they really can't put that much effort in it. I think that their strategy is like
they just like
It's
spitball.
definitely more efficient to be dumb, fuck, stupid
Yeah,
strategies and just hope to hook in those
yeah.
idiots versus like it's like,
It's
can
like
I jip this guy? With this crazy thought out strategy that's just going to take a
yeah.
million years in order to fucking get him hooked in.
Well, you'd think
Because there's
that.
no consequences. Someone can just be like, "Fuck you, I don't care," and they're done with a phone call. And so if they're just like, "Fuck, I had this grand scheme I was gonna do," unless they could have just done
Yeah,
some
yeah,
dumb
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
shit where it's like,
Just put your password
we
in.
are
It's
from
like okay.
Amazon. Give me your account, or you die, we kill you." And it's like, "Oh
Well,
fuck," they just do that over and over again. They're fine with it, but
so
I
you
don't know.
always you
Like
always feel like
I
that
hear
though.
so many stories of just like these
Whoa.
kids just get fucked up over
Yeah,
these stupid fucking things. It's just like, don't click the link. Don't
yeah.
fucking
Just don't
don't
do it.
show your face. Don't say your name.
Well,
Don't give your just
I mean, the thing is though, like even in these, like, even in scams and shit, the crazy part, I feel like they should just almost give up at a point. Like a lot of times you can tell when it's not going the scammer's way, but they'll stay on the line. It's like they're bored or some shit, dude. The guy will be like, "Listen, I know this is a scam. You're fucking bastards for being scammers. You're caught, man. It's not like you're gonna convince him at this point in time that you're gonna be like he's gonna be like, you know what, I've really changed my like what I think about you guys. This
Yeah, I will give you
I
my
will give you
info.
yeah
Kind of
yeah.
pass.
That's not gonna happen. But still, they stay on the line. They sit in these calls and they're like, no, actually we're not. We're not scammers. Actually, I'll have you know we're actually not. So. You should give us your credit card info.
Because
It's
it's
like
just
it's not
I
gonna
don't know.
change
Maybe it's just like
opinions.
a separate thing. Because I mean, that happens with a lot of shit where it's like all the evidence is there, bro. You're
Yeah.
fucked. You can clearly see that whatever you're trying to defend
Yeah.
is not. You can always just be like, no, no, fuck you, no.
But it's just like,
Yeah,
why?
'cause-
Just go to a different caller. Why even waste your time? It's like, actually, I'm not. Duh. I'll have you know. It's like, what honor are you trying to like keep in place as a
I don't
scammer?
even know if it's like an honor. People just love like I feel like there's just kind of like a love of like keeping up a lie. It's
It's
just like, man,
please, I'm not a
I
scammer.
like the whole like game where it's just like, man, I just love booking. I
I'm
won't give
Microsoft.
in. Fuck that. Or
Yeah.
who knows what the fuck it is, but it's like it's crazy. Just like
It's the whole system is like it's like a clown fest, and I say that from the perspective of somebody who is also similarly very stupid and will probably fall for a scam in the next couple years.
yeah,
I'm like, haha, they're so stupid, and then
it should have
I
been fun. So that's the thing.
definitely
Like,
am
I
over it.
definitely like I can think of so many instances when I was a kid where it's like, damn, you should have been
Yeah,
fucked up. You should
yeah,
have learned the lesson here, but you didn't, and
yeah.
it just kind of went on. But it's like some
I
people just
I
aren't as lucky. And some people just get like, they make that one mistake, and it's like, oops, my mom's credit card is gone, and this guy in fucking I don't know the Hawaii just stole my shit, and I can't ever get it back.
yeah. There's
And it's
nothing you
literally all
can
my
do.
fault. And it's like, is it really even his fault? Because he's just a dumb fuck kid.
Hmm.
Like, you know, maybe you should have told him, I don't know, don't fucking do this or do that. So like that's what because I can remember. I don't. It could have been like ads. It could have been like
Hmm.
computer classes, whatever. Where they're just be like, all right, they're trying to eat you up. Don't
Yeah,
click this. Don't do this, and you'll be fine. And
you'll be
it's just like,
good.
oh, okay. Yeah,
Well,
exactly. You're like your
so
parents telling
so
you that, so it's like,
to call into that though. So my ingenious story of kind of my own almost downfall is like in relation to a scam I'd like to add was I must have been around maybe 13 or maybe like 14. I was somewhere in middle school basically. And if you're unaware, which I'm sure you aren't, Jack, but people in middle school are very, very, very stupid. So this
yeah,
this must have been the period where people, we had like iPhone like 3s or like 4s at this point in time. So I'm dicking around in middle school with my iPhone 4 and I'm like, yeah, I'd love to, cuz you're a horny middle schooler, you're like pornography.
Yeah.
So in that period of time, uh, I am, shitty Ewan Green circa 20 whenever, 14-year-old. I choose very wisely to go spend my time looking at some nice boobies on a booby website. And while I'm doing this, uh-oh, what's that? A big ol' message has popped up on the middle of my screen. And if you're not aware, for people who don't often browse shady sites on the phone, there are basically like two different types of weird, really shitty like scam ads that you can get that are like the pop-up notification where it's like horny milfs in your area, or it's like, oh man, your phone's under the greatest attack known to mankind. And
I love those fucking
like
ads.
seventh grade me, he's got them all figured out. I'm like, nah, those are fake. What am I, stupid? I know all the runs around. Those are all scams. However, the thing that I had never ever seen before was there can be pop-ups which pop up as like the Apple like certified like window. Like you know how when your like battery will go low or something, it'll be like 20% battery and it'll pop up with the little square on your
Oh
screen or whatever.
yes,
Like
yes,
that can
yeah,
pop
yeah.
up, but as like an ad on a website or as like a scam on a website where it'll be like blah 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 blah, your phone's hacked, whatever. If it was just that, I would have been completely off the hook. I would have been like, whatever, it's a scam, oh well. However, it wasn't a scam proposing something negative. The scam was like, you've won a fucking new iPhone 4, buddy. And it was popping up in like the Apple logo on my thing, and I was like, holy
Oh
shit,
my
I just
god.
won an Apple 4. However, there are giant tits and hardcore porn in the like grayed out background behind this this like you did it. So I'm like sitting there like fucking Socrates in my bathroom in 7th grade like, how am I going to both get this iPhone but not release to my parents that I'm looking at pornography? So I'm like sitting there in the bathroom, like this is the most stressful moment of my young life, because I can. There's two options here. Either I toss the iPhone
Risk it
4
all.
into the
Start
void
fucking
and I
playing
lose it,
safe and
or
lose it
I
all.
chat up and I go to my parents. Yes, I'm aware there's a badonka pair of titties in the background of this. However, I hope you'll look over it in lieu of us getting an iPhone 4. And then my parents go, wow, yeah, let's go. And then we get the iPhone 4 and everybody's happy.
Dude, I'm very
So,
mad at you, but good
so,
job, bro.
so in this situation, I'm sitting there like, "Ah, what am I going to do?" And thank God Almighty, I say, fuck it, man. It's not worth it. And I just close it all out and I'm done and I'm depressed. And later I talk to my dad. I'm like, Dad, there's an iPhone 4. Like, we were going to get an iPhone 4, basically. But I accidentally closed it on my phone. And my dad was like, are you stupid? That was a scam. And I was like, whoo! Oh, it was? Thank God, dude. Oh my God.
I can't imagine your fucking relief. You're just
I was like, oh.
oh yeah, I understand.
But,
Yeah, I
but
know that
yeah,
one.
I knew that. But can you imagine? There is an alternate world. There's an alternate world me. There's an alternate world me that exists where he looked at that and said, I gotta risk it, dude. I gotta risk it all. And he stepped out of the bathroom loud and proud and he went, Father, take a look at this. Yes, there is a lot of porn. However,
There's
we
an
will be
iPhone 4
receiving an
in
iPhone
our
4.
pocket.
And then my father would have immediately followed up with,
I couldn't
that
help but
is
laugh.
a
I would have to tackle him.
that is a
If I was your
scam,
father,
Ewan.
I would simply just fucking break down. I
That
couldn't help
that
but
is a
laugh.
scam.
It's like seeing the pure, like, just the pride in your decision. It's just like, yeah, there are some boobies on this screen, but we.
However, and then it's like
for you, Dad. I'm worth this fucking sacrifice. Is all for you.
immediately.
This just. Oh my god, that's just so funny. Ugh, that's good. I mean, the only things that I can think of that were horrible is
Mhm.
like when Omegle was like it was up and up. You know,
Yeah.
I guess it's back again. Like I've seen shit where people like, oh, I fucking love Omegle, bro.
Yeah.
I get on that shit all the time. But like I don't remember why it was popular, but it was for a while. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going there. You just go on there, blah, blah, blah. But then, like,
Yeah.
there's those people that they love fucking with you. They freak the shit out of you because they just be like, you'll have your camera on, and then they'll just be like, oh, you live here, and, blah, blah, blah. And
This is the
it would be
scariest
right.
moment of my life. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, and like I would never ever think any more of it. I would just be like, oh, fuck you, and I just leave. And just be it. And
I'm done.
I guess that's the way to, because they don't give a shit. They probably is like, they just fucking, haha, friendly shit. Hope I can freak you out, and then they move on.
Yeah.
There's some fucking guy. Like, what the fuck are they gonna do? Go murder you? It's like, he gives a shit. But, oh my god, this is so funny. It's a fucking like.
Yeah. It's both like not my proudest moment and maybe my proudest moment because it could have been so much worse. Like
That's true.
it could have been so horrible. And I see nowadays I'd completely forgotten about it until really really recently. Like I had a lot of those very early memories like relating to me being really really stupid. I just kind of like vaulted where it's like I don't know anything about it anymore. And I feel like most people do that, but I recently unlocked
and
that
like
one.
now that I think about, there's like a lot of those. Like
Yeah.
I remember, like I would be in like COD clans with like fucking like 25-year-olds, like 30-year-olds, and I'm just this like 10-year-old kid, and it's just like, oh, what's your name? Oh yeah, Jack Colbert. I live in Oklahoma. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what are you talking about,
And
dude?
this kid, they don't give a shit. They're just like, what the fuck is this kid doing?
Yeah.
He's an idiot. God, man.
Well,
I think-
maybe
yeah.
even then, I mean, for all we know, those people back then, I feel like none of that was really in people's radar. Like those people must have been they probably hated you, but out of no other reason besides you were just some child saying things like to them. You could have been saying anything.
Groomers. I could have been boomed. I would have been done. Yeah, but like, luckily enough, there's just some. It's like I don't care. Shut the fuck up and I'll go sniping.
I'm good. I've in my like really early like games of playing or really early days of like playing Destiny, I had those exact same experiences where you just be like, it'd be like, hey guys, yeah, I'm 12, and then it'd be like actually like 40-year-olds, and everyone's like, where are you from? And I'm like, Oklahoma, and it's like, cool, where are you from? Arizona. It's like, all right, cool. And it's like that's the exchange. It's so weird, dude. It's so weird.
Very, very odd. Because if I was that guy's position, it's just like,
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't want to play with you. Get the fuck out of here, you stub kid.
I hate you.
I would never. Okay, if I like you're doing a voice chat, and it's just like fucking. Oh yeah, I'm 10. Shut the.
Yeah.
I wanna
Get out of here. Kick him.
Well, okay, like that is such a quintessential experience, is being a fucking 11-year-old kid
absolutely.
getting into a party and it's like, hey guys, and it's like, shut the
Everyone
fuck up,
has
bitch,
it. Yeah,
son,
everyone
dumb bitch.
has it.
That is so important. You need to get that. That is it's like fucking
learning moment, like easy core memory.
You have to. There's no other way. So if I have to play that role and be that person, like, shut the fuck up, you dumb bitch, you're gonna eat my dick. It's like, I will.
That's set in our future. I mean, that's us now. We have that on. Like it's all like Mr. Worldwide. It's in our hands. That's the it's written in stone for us. The problem is, I feel like we don't have access to it.
But that's the issue. These fucking these people, they're freaks.
Yeah.
I could be like, that's the other thing. People, okay, I don't want to be like do it because I'm like literally we're only 18. But I swear to God, the fucking like these like 10 9-year-olds are evil.
No,
they're
definitely.
So mean.
Yeah.
They're fucking just like there's like, shut the fuck up, fag. You my dick.
You know what's okay. It's like,
why are you acting like that?
They've watched the like 1000th roast video in a row, so they have like every notable buzzword.
People are so mean on these fucking places.
They've got it all.
Can you remember watching anything where people were so fucking?
God no! You'd watch like Stampy Cat in 5th grade and be like, "Oh, I love the fucking
Minecraft.
It's awesome." And now people are like, "I'll kick the shit out of you! I'll kill you! I'll kill your family! I'll murder you!" And these kids just like internalize every single buzzword. So then we come in and we're like, "Man, kid, I'll fuck you up, you squeaker!" They're like, and we get like
these roasts on lock.
Yeah,
like
they open like it's like the Ark of the Covenant. The Covenant's getting like opened into my face.
Like the Discord roast session video where
it's like
Pick your chin up, but you're speaking to me like a chicken. They've got like that memorized. And then you say one word, they've got this
Dude, they
roast,
give you
like
they
big
give you the
roast paragraph
15 the
locked in their brain. It
encyclopedia.
goes, oh my god, it's crazy.
You disintegrate. I feel like that's just how it is. The world will mow on with that. And unfortunately, Jack, because we are past our 30-minute time at this point, we're gonna have to bring the podcast to a close. So
Oh,
this
that's
has
sad,
been,
bro.
I know, it's been a blast having you on, Jack. You're such a,
Big penis,
yeah,
man. Yeah.
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 Alright.
Get it all.
Yeah, this has been the Chicken with a Scythe and a Hat podcast. Episode 3. We'll see when episode 4 comes out, man. It might have Zeke, it might have Ben. Hopefully, I'd love, but Jack, you are a very, like, rare man to get on call, but I'd love to see if we could get, like, you and Zeke or you and Ben at some point in time. That would be a blast. But we'll see. It's written in the cosmos, maybe in the future. Alright, that's been it. See you all.